Hello. I have to say today we're just gonna be watching the most messed up thing I've ever seen in my life. This just, oh my, right. Just, let's watch this. Skip ahead a bit. You know, it's
Young people hitchhike seems like a good way to get from one place to another, but sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye.
well, like cancer. I don't know.
Let's take the case of Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy played baseball all afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with this? He just doesn't want to walk home. Yeah, that's fine.
He'd done it 100 times before, and he didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation. In fact, he seemed like a real nice guy. He asked Jimmy if he played baseball in the park often. Jimmy told him they practiced 3 times a week and played a rival group on Friday afternoon. The stranger was a good listener, too, and it only seemed minutes before they pulled up in front of Jimmy's house.
He was a good listener, very good.
When Jimmy got out, the stranger gave him a friendly pat.
Yeah, that's right.
Then he told him he'd see him again.
Oh
He
my
always drove.
God, just look at that face. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh my God. Timmy, run.
By the park on his way home.
Yeah, run, Timmy. Run. Shouldn't be throwing stuff, Timmy. It'll break.
Sure enough, the following day when Jimmy finished playing ball, well, the man was there waiting.
That's pretty creepy, though. You got some random guy just waiting for you.
They stopped at a drive-in, and the stranger treated him to a Coke.
Oh, a Coke. He'll be treated to more than just a Coke.
During their conversation, he told several off-color jokes.
Oh my God,
but Jimmy had heard others
so
before,
racist.
And, well, it made him feel big to so easily win the confidence of an older person.
Bet it did.
The following Saturday, they went fishing together.
Oh, they went
By now, they were using first names. Ralph said it was more friendly.
Oh, he's made him a sandwich.
Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself so much in a long time.
Oh, he was happy.
Then during lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures.
What? You showed him porn? This is like 1950s. Well, like just they use Polaroids, so it's just like going, "Hey, little boy, I was walking down the street. Some guy was in the shower, and I took a picture of his penis." Just no, what? Oh my God. Oh no. Why?
Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious.
Yeah,
what Jimmy
curious.
didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious.
So
a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
He was gay? I mean, like, we could obviously tell. I mean, it's like you just, like, pull out gay porn out of your pocket and it's like, oh, happy days, I'm straight. But it's just sickness. So it's not like they're going around singing Down with the Sickness and just like pointing at gay people. Jeez.
A person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex. But by now, Jimmy felt a fondness for Ralph, and they continued to go places together. Ralph was generous and took Jimmy many interesting places
Oh,
and did
bet he
many
did.
nice things for him. He bought presents and even gave him money, but payments were expected in return. You see, Jimmy hadn't recognized Ralph's approach soon enough. When Ralph first asked Jimmy to go fishing alone, he should have discussed it with his parents or teacher.
That he should have.
Finally, Jimmy told his parents, and they reported it to the juvenile authorities. Ralph was arrested, and Jimmy was released on probation in the custody of his parents.
What? Oh my god, I think there's a difference between being gay and killing 5 million Jews, you know? It's a bit different. No. What? No. Little Jimmy. Should have asked your parents before you went fishing. But, yeah. Let's just watch on.
But all homosexuals are not passive. Some resort to violence, as in the case of Mike Merrick.
Oh,
In the heat of competition, no one noticed the man who sat and watched. And when the game broke up and the others left, Mike decided to stay and practice a little longer.
Yeah, he's good at throwing them balls, if you know what I mean.
The stranger joined him. He was friendly and, well, it was better than playing alone. But after a few shots, Mike realized he had already overstayed his time and suggested he better leave. The stranger told him if he'd like to stay longer, he'd be glad to drive him home when they finished. Sounded great to Mike. Chance to play longer and get a ride home, too.
Well, we know what's coming this time, though. He's gonna be gay. He's gonna show him gay porn, touch his ass.
When they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player someday if he got lots of practice. The companionship, the praise, the friendly attitude dispelled any misgivings Mike might have had about going with a stranger. He probably never realized until too late that he was riding in the shadow of death. But sometime that evening, Mike Merrick traded his life for a newspaper headline. As Denny and Jerry got the papers ready for Jerry's afternoon delivery, they only casually noticed the two boys that raced by in the afternoon traffic, and they didn't pay much attention to the car that drew up shortly afterwards until the man called them over. Had two boys been by on bicycles? The boys nodded they had. Could they recognize them if they saw them again? Well, Denny guessed he could. Then hop in, the man said. Those are stolen bikes. Without giving it another thought, Denny got in and the car sped away. Jerry watched. He'd been told many times, if a friend got in a car with a stranger, to write down the license number. It didn't seem to apply, but, well, fortunately, he marked it down.
I think, right, when it said he like, gave into death or something, I don't even know. I think it just means the other guy was gay. Oh, wow, this is just horrible.
When he delivered a paper to Denny's house, he asked his mother if they'd caught the boys that had stolen the bicycles. Denny hadn't returned, so he told her the story and gave her the paper with the license number.
Oh, God, he's been taken by a homosexual. No!
Being a careful parent, she decided to call the police. Jerry supplied the necessary information, and the stranger's car was quickly spotted. It was a good example of how important it is to always get the license number and description of any stranger who takes a young person off alone, no matter what they tell you.
Oh, my God. He's gay, not a murderer. I think we're going to leave that there because it was just Oh my god, it's a disease. It's a sickness. Yeah. Maybe you know who not to get, like, you know, touched by a gay guy. No, I'm just joking. I don't have anything against homosexuals. If you want to be gay, be gay. I don't care. It's like, you know, just, yeah, we're never watching this again, ever. This was awful. You know, see you next time, I guess. Or I won't. I don't even know. Okay. I just want to go home. If you want to know what this is called, I'll just put a link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye.